On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he checks this one down to Williams. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going up top. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play that time for the Rams. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Rodgers now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Rodgers again now. And that is incomplete. Shannon Sharp, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Gold is able to put it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Vic goes play action. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Hey, let's go! Go, go, go! Go. Up.
On third down, Vic out of the gun. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Vic to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
319!
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
319! 158!
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Kevin Green in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They're going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So here's Vic following the interception. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
20, 90.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
319!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
319! 319!
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Blue 58!
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
319!
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Michael Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Vick now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Rams now coming out on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, let's go! Alpha. Orange.
Now a second down throw for Vic. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Rams have got it back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to sling this, but his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down, Vic. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Eagle.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Zone.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong, were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Franco Harris, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. From the gun, Vick. And he floats one there, incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there.